President Trump has ordered a step up in the vetting of foreigners travelling to the US after yesterday's terror attack in New York, in which 8 people were killed and 12 were injured. The suspect, who's been named as Sayfullo Saipov from Uzbekistan, was injured by police and taken into custody after his truck mowed down the victims on a cycle path in Lower Manhattan. In the last half hour, police said it seems likely he carried out the attack in line with instructions posted on social media by members of the Islamic State group. Mark Lobel reports.
I need an ambulance right here.
A school bus lies in ruins moments after the terror attack in Lower Manhattan, which ended with many dead and the suspect in custody.
Oh my God, horror. Did you guys get him?
One student who moments earlier caught sight of a man revving his engine impatiently at a traffic light described a state of panic.
Me and a friend were kind of wondering, why is he being so aggressive behind the wheel? What's going on? Then from there you could see the car jump onto the curb, strike 2 people, and then continue down the street where it hit a bus and then veered off. At that moment, everyone was just trying to figure out what was going on.
It all began around 3 p.m. during a sunny Halloween in New York. A rented white pickup truck drove through a cycle lane for many blocks, fatally striking cyclists and pedestrians. The driver abandoned the vehicle, wielding fake guns after hitting a school bus, and was then shot by an officer. 8 people were killed and 12 injured. 4 of them are in a serious condition. Those who died included 5 friends from Argentina in their late 40s, there to celebrate the 30th anniversary of their graduation from a polytechnic college. 2 Americans and a German citizen were also killed. The attacker has been named as Sayfullo Saipov, a 29-year-old immigrant from Uzbekistan. The Uzbek government has offered its full support during any investigation, as police now rapidly seek answers. The Republican Senator Lindsey Graham wants the attacker treated as an enemy combatant, so he can be questioned without a lawyer present. Donald Trump has said he wants stricter border controls after what he called another attack by a very sick and deranged person. He tweeted, "I've just ordered Homeland Security to step up our already extreme vetting program. Being politically correct is fine, but not for this." And after a letter was found in the attack vehicle pledging allegiance to the so-called Islamic State, President Trump wrote this: "We must not allow ISIS to return or enter our country after defeating them in the Middle East and elsewhere. Enough." Today, New York is once again dusting itself down after another unexpected and shocking strike so close to the site of the September 11th attacks.
It was the definition of terrorism, an effort to take away people's hope and spirit and to make them change. And what New Yorkers showed already is we will not change. We will not be cowed. We will not be thrown off by anything.
But now the wave of truck-based terror attacks has spread to New York. There's a need for greater vigilance and intelligence to stop any more attacks from clouding this skyline. Mark Lobel, BBC News.
Well, Donald Trump, in his latest reaction to that terror attack, says he wants to immediately work with Congress to terminate the diversity lottery program. This is a green card lottery which he says allowed the New York truck attack suspect into the United States. He pinned blame for that scheme on Senator Chuck Schumer, who has in turn accused Mr. Trump of cutting anti-terror funding. Authorities haven't yet confirmed how the suspect in yesterday's attack, Sayfullo Saipov, actually immigrated to the United States. But Mr. Trump tweeted earlier saying the terrorists came into our country through what's called diversity visa lottery program, a Chuck Schumer beauty. I want it to be merit-based, he said. So following on from the news conference, which was held today to give an update on the investigation. And John Miller of the NYPD said this attack was not carried out in the spur of the moment.
Based on the investigation overnight, it appears that Mr. Saipov had been planning this for a number of weeks. He did this in the name of ISIS, and along with the other items recovered at the scene was some notes that further indicate that. He appears to have followed almost exactly to a T the instructions that ISIS has put out in its social media channels before, with instructions to their followers on how to carry out such an attack.
And just to let you know, in the last few minutes, we're hearing from Downing Street that the Prime Minister Theresa May has spoken to President Trump to express her condolences regarding that attack. She said she was deeply shocked and saddened by the loss of life and that her thoughts and prayers remain with all those affected. She also reiterated that the UK will continue to stand shoulder to shoulder with the United States in defeating the evil of terrorism. The two leaders noted the very strong intelligence and security cooperation between our two countries. Downing Street spokeswoman goes on, the Prime Minister and President Trump also discussed the need for an international approach to tackling poisonous terrorist ideology online.